And another context to look at our marketing is to look at the relative position in the marketplace. And we look at the Ansoff Matrix here. If we take a look at that first box here with existing products, existing markets, my example is Coca-Cola. They sell soda primarily. They sell all sorts of drinks, but let's keep it to Coca-Cola. It's a soda pop. It's the same market. How they adjust their sales and make more money or make less money depends on how many people buy them. So they use price cuts to sell more. That's their marketing strategy, is to promote the sales, the price cut. This weekend with Super Bowl coming, they're going to use that quite a bit in order to sell more Coke. Down below we have existing products in new markets. I was thinking about IKEA. IKEA is an existing product in Northern Europe. They do incredibly well. They're very successful, but they haven't had a store in the United States. And when they came to the United States, it was a new market for them. They had to educate consumers as to how to buy their wares, their furniture, whatever they sold. They had to train them about their value and what was going on inside the IKEA stores, where they had cafeterias and cafes, and they just sold things a slightly different way than Americans were used to, and they had to teach them, and it worked. Another idea is new products, existing markets. Apple, there's an existing market with cell phones. Apple is an existing player with computers, but when they started selling iPhones, they already had a lot of trust with a lot of customers, and they were able to do very well. That kind of marketing just had to go along with the Be Different campaign, frankly, right? In fact, it dovetailed into Be Different very easily. So the marketing for all three of these so far are going to be slightly different. And then we take a look at new products and new markets. Samsung TVs, for instance, selling refrigerators. Their marketing on something like that, where they might not have sold refrigerators before, is going to be different. All right. Now, when we go to another area too, we can look at differentiation. And this one takes a look at if there's high differentiation and the narrow scope of your marketing. So if you are Maserati, you might have narrow scope of marketing activities because there's only like a certain kind of person that's going to buy a Maserati. They're going to be making a certain amount of money, right? It's high differentiation because it's a high-end product. It's luxury. Porsche might be considered in the same vein versus Chevy, which might be more of a low differentiation, broad scope mentality, right? So that's how we look at differentiation strategy. And this takes a little more thinking. It takes a little more kind of deciding how it goes. But I like this matrix in this context as well, because we can decide where we sit in the marketplace. Because sometimes you might be appealing to the luxury customer rather than to the general customer. So your marketing is going to be a little different. And that's why we're going over these things.